Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And what is your name?
Howard.
Howard. And what do you do in this lovely shop?
I repair and service sewing machines.
Really?
We also sell new and second-hand sewing machines.
Okay. And are these some of your lovely sewing machines you've got for sale?
They are. This is a manufacturer called Silver. They do a small range of sewing machines, starting at £116. They go up to about £450, £500.
Okay.
Then they also do two embroidery machines, and they're just over the £1,000 mark.
Can you show me the most expensive machine?
The most expensive machine we have in stock
I see.
At the moment is this one.
Oh, okay.
That's a Janome.
Right.
The most expensive machine we can get is a Janome Continental, which is £14,000.
Okay, that's a lot of money,
Yeah,
isn't it?
It is a lot of money, but that's the range of the Janome goes from £129 up to £14,000. So there's a big range of machines.
And how long does a sewing machine last, would you say?
A modern one, probably you would expect to get about 25, 30 years out of it.
Well, that's a lot, isn't it?
An old Singer, probably about 100, 150 years.
150 years?
Yes.
Does that take a lot of servicing then?
No, they work just as well as when they were made 150 years ago.
So do the newer ones take a lot of servicing compared to the Singer? Compared
to the old Singers, there's considerably more machinery inside of a new sewing machine. The old Singers, the old straight stitch Singers, only do a straight stitch.
I see.
But of course, for the new machines that have lots of different stitch patterns, there has to be other means of creating the pattern. So that's all got to be adjusted and corrected when it comes in for service.
And what is your most popular machine do you sell?
There's not one particular one that's popular.
Nothing that pops out?
No, they all... they're all popular for different reasons.
Yes.
So that people will buy within their budget.
Right.
Or they will buy for a specific need.
So somebody starting out, what would you say is a nice basic one?
I would say for starting out, it would be either these two Janomes here.
Right.
The 2200 XT or the 219S.
And this one's been reduced to 129.
Yeah, those ones, they're only available when Janome have their spring and autumn offers.
Oh, I see.
So they come in at a special price.
Yeah.
They are the most basic machine.
Yeah.
That they produce.
And do you give a guarantee with your machines?
The manufacturers give a guarantee with their machines. Both companies give a 2-year guarantee.
So if something went wrong, where would they take back the machine? Here?
Here.
Oh, good.
I'd fix it.
So you're covered under the manufacturer guarantee? Yeah. That's marvellous. For 2 years?
2 years.
So if somebody brought a sewing machine from here, they've actually got 2 years guarantee?
Yes.
And do people often bring them back?
No.
That's good, often. Isn't it?
No, very rare.
Yeah.
But I mean, occasionally somebody might have a difficulty with the machine and it's because they don't understand what's gone wrong with it.
Yeah.
It's normally something very simple, a simple adjustment that corrects it.
That's very good service, isn't it?
Well, yes.
Yeah. And you do use sewing machines? Reconditioned ones, are they called?
I recondition old sewing machines, yes. Or
is that one?
Ones. That one is, yes. That's an old heavy cast iron.
Is it?
Straight stitch machine.
Right.
And as you can see, that will sew leather.
Oh, leather. Do the new ones sew leather?
The bigger ones do.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. These, I mean, depends on how thick the leather is that you want to sew.
Really?
But, I mean, these ones will sew leather with the correct needle.
What other used machines have you got?
These are all the ones I have in stock. I can get the whole range.
But that's a used machine. Where else have you got a used machine?
They're in the window.
Okay. Is it? Yeah. Okay.
But there's some almost new machines there.
Yeah. And what guarantee do you get with a used machine?
Used machine, we give a 90-day guarantee.
90 days?
Yeah.
And then they can always come back and see you after that?
Yep, always, yes.
Yeah. And pay if they need more.
Or pay if it's something they've done wrong. Yes, then they would pay if it's something wrong with a machine that I consider isn't down to the user, then I would repair it free of charge.
You must have a lot of regulars come in here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, we have. There are a lot of regulars coming in now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you've obviously built up a very good name over the years, haven't you?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Well done, you.
Thank you.
And do you industrial machines? Do you actually repair those?
Yes, I repair those. I go to site for those because they're too heavy.
I was going to say that.
Bring in.
So, what is the radius distance? How far would you go to do an industrial machine?
Most of Devon, I would say.
Most of what? North Devon?
South to North Devon, I would say. Yes, depends.
So mostly Devon.
Yeah, mostly Devon.
You wouldn't go to Cornwall.
I could go to Cornwall if necessary.
Could you go to Bristol, if necessary?
If necessary, yes, obviously the cost.
The cost, yeah.
The cost of travelling there has
Yeah,
to be
of
taken
course.
into consideration.
And is there many? What would you call yourself as somebody who mends sewing machines? I was going to ask, is there many of you people around?
No.
Why is that?
Why, I don't know why there is, but obviously there's not enough people feel inclined to repair sewing machines as for a living. It is quite intense.
But you obviously enjoy it.
I do enjoy it.
And you're good at it.
Well,
you must be, because you've got a good name.
I don't let sewing machines leave here until they're working.
Yeah.
They don't get off the bench until they're actually working properly.
Yeah.
No half measures.
So how many other people would you say in Devon and Cornwall mends industrial machines?
I don't really know because I'm not
Don't
been
know.
here long enough to find out. I know there was one other gentleman. There's one down in Cornwall somewhere.
Oh, okay.
How far into Cornwall, I'm
Yeah.
not entirely sure. Other than that, there's not many people around that do it.
So if somebody wanted a sewing machine repaired, could they call you rather than coming to the shop?
Yes.
Could you say the number, please? Or is it on the leaflet?
It's on the leaflet.
Okay, if you could read that out.
Oh, there we are. It's 077 102.
Hang on, please. Can you say that again?
077 102 405 94.
And that's to ring you for any repairs.
Yeah, and that phone's available in shop opening hours, which is 9:30 till 4 Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and 9:30 to 12:30 on Wednesdays.
Marvellous. Marvellous. And the name of this shop?
Atelier Needlecrafts.
Right. And it's next to, what's the pub's names? Next
Malloy.
door. Malloy.
Malloy's. Yeah.
Malloy's in Teignmouth.
Yes.
Fantastic shop,
In
isn't
Teign
it?
Street.
In Teign Street. Yes, yes. Very easy to find in the town centre.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And there's adequate parking around the area.
Yeah. And would you, if somebody brought a sewing machine, would you deliver it or would they get a taxi or whatever?
I try and encourage people to bring their own domestic machines in if they can.
Yeah.
If they have any difficulty, then I can collect them.
Yeah. And do these all come with covers, these machines?
No, not all modern machines come with covers.
Don't they? Why is that?
Keep costs down.
But doesn't-
Manufacturers need to keep costs down.
But surely, what was the reason to have a cover on the sewing machine in the first place?
Keep dust off, keep it clean.
So that's not
Protect
keep.
it.
So not having a cover doesn't
All
keep it.
they don't have a hard cover. They come with a plastic
And does that do the
cover.
job?
Well, it keeps the dust off.
Oh, that's fair enough.
So that's the important thing.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the machines, the more expensive ones, that one has a hard cover.
Yeah.
This silver 1040. The Janome 360 DC that has a hard cover.
A lot bigger, this machine, isn't it? This one.
Well, that's separate.
Oh, is it?
That's an extension table.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it also has a little accessory box which clips on the front and it's placed there. That machine comes with that extension table.
Right.
These two overlockers just come with the plastic cover. Those two come with that comes with a plastic cover. That comes with a vinyl cover.
Right. And do they all come with a foot pedal, is it they use?
Yes.
Yeah.
They have to because it wouldn't work without that.
No, but I meant they might have more of a remote one these days, or is it joined onto the machine?
No, they don't have remote ones.
No, not
They're
yet.
Not
yet,
yet. I'm
no.
sure that will come.
I'm sure it will
But a
come.
lot of the machines, this one and that one, have a stop-start button so you can use it without a foot control.
Really? So it's only these two you can use without a foot
You
control?
only find that generally on computerised sewing machines, not on the manual ones.
And do you like the computerised sewing machines?
They both really got their own
Right. Uses.
You get a lot more stitch patterns on a computerized machine. If you want to do buttonholes of different styles, a computerized machine is an ideal choice. It makes life so much easier. With a computerized one, it will start, run the buttonhole, and then stop when it gets to the end of the buttonhole. Whereas with a manual machine, you actually have to make sure you stop at the right time.
And how long have you been doing this wonderful work?
About 15 years.
Only 15 years. So what got you into it?
We started, opened a jewellery shop about 25 years ago. We were doing jewellery, and then when we started shortly afterwards to start to sell a few sewing requirements. And then people came in asking about repairing sewing machines.
So it led on from there.
Yes.
It's strange how one thing leads on to another, isn't it?
It does. I had the advantage that I'm an HGV mechanic, so I've been doing that for 25 years. It's a machine. You apply the same rules to repairing one machine as you do to another.
Yeah. So let's look at your hands. You must have machine-type hands then.
Well, they're clean, but they're a bit rough.
But instead of having green fingers, you've got machine fingers.
Yes.
But they are very, very clean, seeing you're mending machines all day.
I wear gloves.
Oh, do you? Oh, you didn't say that bit.
That's cheating.
It is a bit, yeah. And here in Teignmouth, there's been quite a demand, I hear, for sewing machines.
Yes, there is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's wonderful that you're here and people can, and also all the holiday makers know that you're here.
Surprising how many holiday makers we've actually sold sewing machines.
Really?
To. Yes.
Yeah.
And also they've come back with their sewing machines.
What, for repair?
And repaired.
Really? What, on their next holiday?
Yes.
So what, do they wait until they come back in a year's time?
Well, they bring the machine in at the start of the holiday and pick it up at the end.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
So that's one way around it.
Yeah. And of course, they get to know you, they trust you, and you've got your good name.
Yeah.
So how long would it take normally to mend a sewing machine, would you say?
Well, that depends on what's wrong with
it.
And what I find as I
get
into
of course.
it.
Yeah.
Because invariably you start off with one thing and then find out there's something else causing the problem as well.
Yeah. It's not always as easy as it sounds.
It's not just a case of dropping a bit of oil on it.
Isn't it?
No.
No.
No. No. Things have all got to be in the right place and working at the right time.
And are some jobs more frustrating than others?
They can be.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yes.
Yeah. And do you set the price beforehand or when they pick it up?
I set the price for a service and then I do the inspection, and whatever I find when I've gone through the machine to see what faults there are, then I'll contact the customer with the extra cost if indeed there is one. Yeah,
and they can say yay or nay.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. But
you have to be realistic, although I don't like to let a sewing machine go until it's fixed.
Yeah.
If it's going to cost 3 times the cost of an equivalent machine, obviously you've got to take the economics of it into consideration.
Yeah, of course. Nothing's as easy as it sounds.
No.
And these sewing machines, there's far more to it.
There's a lot in them.
Yeah.
There's a lot in them.
And I suppose you're always learning, aren't you, as you go on?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
There's always something comes up that you've never encountered before, and you then have to decide how to repair it.
But that's good for your brain, isn't it?
It is.
Keep your brain ticking over and keep it more varied.
Yes.
Keeps you on your toes, really, isn't it? Challenge. You do like a challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Well, it was wonderful speaking to you today, and thank you so much, Howard, for giving me your time.
That's a pleasure.
And anybody wants a sewing machine or a repair of a sewing machine, they know where to come.
Yes.
To Teign Street.
Yep.
And you're right next to Malloy's, so
yes, we are.
That's very handy to know, isn't it?
It is. Good landmark.
Yes, it's a very good landmark.
It's the first building on the corner of Teign Street that you see as you come up. Somerset Place.
Yeah. And where's your accent from?
Hampshire.
Hampshire. Well, it was a pleasure. I wish you all the best, and I'm sure you've got a very busy summer ahead.
Yes, I'm sure we have.
And
last summer was busy, considering it was the first summer we were open.
Yeah. I think you're going
hopefully this will be even more busy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, word of mouth does wonders.
It does.
Well, that's all for now, but thank you so much. I'll come and see you again,
yeah,
and I'll say goodbye and peace out.
Yeah, thank you very much.